I think it's a risky election. Number one, Justin Trudeau has been prime minister, and that's a disadvantage because people might get tired of him. Number two, he's been prime minister and decisions have been made that people aren't happy about.
It's been this summer's worst-kept secret. Canada is preparing to go back to the polls. The Prime Minister is reportedly expected to go to the Governor-General this Sunday and ask her to dissolve Parliament and call for fresh elections. New polling suggests the Trudeau Liberals are in the lead, but one analyst says the Prime Minister's position could be open to attack.
So that families right across the country have access to affordable, high-quality childcare.
The campaigning seems to have already started, with Trudeau and ministers crisscrossing the country, handing out promises of money for projects and putting together the beginnings of a national child care plan. The pandemic and economic recovery from it are largely seen as the main election points parties will be campaigning on, and the federal Liberals will be judged at the polls on how they handled COVID-19. The Prime Minister has been criticized by both the NDP and Conservatives for calling an election as the Delta variant drives a fourth wave, but Abacus polling data shows most Canadians aren't terribly concerned.
About 1 out of 5, 20% say they would be upset with the Prime Minister for having called this election when that risk of a fourth wave was pretty clear. But for the most people, they actually say it's not going to really have that big of impact. And I think we have to keep in mind that, of those eligible to vote, probably 80% plus will have had both doses of a vaccine.
The outcome of this coming election, assuming we have one, is not easily predictable.
Conrad Wynne has run polling operations around the world and says while O'Toole lags in the polls, a strong campaign could give him a chance to take the momentum.
I think O'Toole has two advantages. One is he's unknown, and the other is that Justin Trudeau has been prime minister for quite a while. And, he could take advantage of that. I think any incumbent government right now is vulnerable.
Meanwhile, the NDP continue to pin their hopes on Jagmeet Singh and will be looking for a different outcome after disappointing results in 2019.
He's the most popular leader in the country right now. Not a lot of people have a negative view of him, but he needs to take that goodwill and convince more people that electing more New Democrat MPs, giving him a bigger say, maybe, he's going to make a claim that he wants to be prime minister. He's got the foundation to do it, but you still need to convince a lot of Liberal voters that voting NDP is ultimately the better choice than the incumbent Liberal Party right now.
Now, Trudeau is expected to announce the shortest possible election period, just 36 days, meaning Election Day would fall on September 20th. In Ottawa, Xiaoli Li, City News.